Alrighty, guys and gals, what is going on, all you beautiful people? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Misty Mountain Gaming Channel. I am your host, Big E. This is City Skylines, natural disasters. We've had 2 disasters so far. We had a massive lightning storm, and then we had a 9.0 earthquake. Look at that crazy angle of that highway. Anyway, a couple episodes I have been struggling to figure out why our emergency shelters, they have zero food. No food at all. And it turns out, I had to do a little research on this because it was driving me crazy. I couldn't figure it out. All it says is they will not have food unless you put them close to industrial areas. And it still doesn't make any sense because we have some of those shelters pretty damn close to industrial areas and they are still not getting food. So what I did, I went around the city and I deleted most of the ones that were in the city. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to strategically place them basically right in line with industrial areas, the few that we have. And then I'm going to see about making evacuation routes. I think that's how it works. It just doesn't make any sense in my mind. If somebody's in the city and an emergency happens, they have to take, I guess they're going to drive there. Or are they going to get on a bus to get to the emergency shelter? I'm not sure. But anyway, let's jump back in here. Oh, I think we just won a game because I just saw happy faces. Let's check in. Yeah, we're 5-1. This does not seem to go above 6 either way. I don't really understand what's going on there, but we did win. Also, I noticed over here, guys, look at this. The rocket has been built. The Bluebird Heavy number 2. It's ready to launch. We can launch this whenever we want. Oh, no, almost. We're getting there. When this is ready to launch, I think I'll get the... I can change the rocket color. We can rename it. We can do whatever we want. Anyway, it's almost there. We'll check back in. Maybe at the end of the episode, we'll launch the rocket. Anyway, what are we going to do? Looks like we've got some demand. I've got to get our industrial back swinging correctly because I really messed us up. I really put a hurting on us there. This is, between the Black Hills Oil Company and Misty Mountain Farms over here, these are our biggest industrial. This one is jamming. This one is doing just fine here, it looks like. But, yeah, so we're just going to leave that. We've got a small pocket over here. This basically just supplies this. It also could be supplying some stores and stuff up in this area. I think what I'm going to do here, this area, I think I'm going to extend this and keep it trees right here. So let's start doing that because I need to get us back on track with industrial because I wiped out this whole section and it really put a hurt on the city. It really did. Looks like we've got tree-lined roads here. Okay, we'll do tree-lined roads. So let's extend this out. Let's line it up with this road here. And it looks like I was trying to follow the topography of the land. Let me go ahead and fill in this retaining wall here. How do I do that? Is it here? And then water. Yes. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's turn snapping off. Anyway, hope everybody's doing okay today. Sure do. It's a Friday for me. Oh, nice. I can get under that. All right. That'll work. That'll work. Okay. The question is, do I want to keep this wonky and follow this up? I feel like I should do that. It does throw off the grid a little bit, but let's do it. Let's see if I can, how far do we want to take this up? I think we're going to just come to right here for now. I guess I could make the whole area. You know what? Why not? Turn this back on. Let's see if I can... I don't want too sharp of a corner right there. Let me see if I can round this out a little bit, this corner. If I use the curve tool. It's not too bad. I think we can live with that. Yeah, let's maybe this whole section right here. I'll put offices on this side. Let's connect everything back up. That road is not... we're not taking advantage of the... of the zonable area right there. So we're going to do that. And then we'll do the same here. Get right on this line. We'll go to here. And turn... Actually, let's just do that. Can I do it this way? Kind of a 90. Okay. And this road... This is not... I've switched between, like, grass, no grass or trees, and trees. Apparently, I'm doing that all the time. Anyway, we're going to throw... What do I want to do here? That's not really ideal. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. This is going to be offices on this side to shield people. And right here, we need to bring this through. Oh, man, that doesn't line up. What a loser. All right, a little bit wonky right there. That's a subway, or a metro. Get that one lined up, and let's put a little street back here. A little something, something right there. And I may as well do that. All right, let's take this avenue. Let's just run this up, I suppose. I'll check those intersections. And let's run this up. I don't mind that. And just do that. Right, we don't have to go crazy with the putting blocks close together. Okay. I can dig it. Dig it? I can. Do I want something there? Kind of do. Let's do that. Okay. Now let's look at the zone here. We're gonna take this back a little bit. Take it to the edge. And this, we're going to extend down like this. And this is all going to be the industry here. So let's go a little bit bigger now. Let's fill all this in. And then let's extend. Actually, I'll just won't zone in on the other side of the road. But we'll zone in there. Okay. That is now Broad District, which I don't like the name of that. So let's change it to... we have a Treebeard Way. We're going to call this Green... We're going to call this Green Hills Forest Co. There we go. Yep. Bingo. All right, let's start. We have a little bit of demand for some industry. We're going to start chucking stuff down in here. Oh, is it the right specialization? Yeah, it's forestry. Forestry, even. Okay, good. So let's do this. Where did I take it to? Right there. Perfect. And we all piped in. Pretty much piped in. There we go. There we go. Now, these recycling plants, what am I going to do about this? This is not ideal where they are right here. I mean, they're working, they're servicing. Not enough goods to sell. That's because of my industry problem that I created, but I'm working on that. I am working on it. Now, the other problem I just realized that we're going to have here, trucks, they're going to come here. They're going to use this ramp to roll through town to get over here. I need to do something about that. The problem is I don't really have access. I could access the highway here, and maybe that's what I need to do, because I don't own this tile, so I can't get up here. The other thing I could do is send them down here. We'd be sending industry trucks down this main road right here, which isn't the worst thing. The other option I could do is just do an elevated highway. That's actually what the game recommends, is an elevated highway for your industries. And I could bring them up over, make a bridge here. I mean, maybe we could just make this a massive. It's already pretty massive. Is it filling in? It is filling in. Let's keep on filling this in here. Yeah, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do about this? And is that a park? Oh my God, I've got a park right in the middle. Right in the middle of the recycling plant. At least people need some park love. Put a park down there. These people are not complaining that they are sick, so it must be okay. Let me look at our pollution. Yeah, but you can see what that does. It's just not an ideal place for it, but it worked at the time. Also, let's put in a little bit more, some more residential. Let's keep filling up here because we do have a little bit of demand. We're gonna do some high density stuff down here. That'll probably actually take care of all of that demand. And of course, we have commercial demand. We're going to throw some commercial on the out. Wait. Nope, get rid of that. I don't want to zone up to that road, but I don't mind zoning up there. And let's make this going to be all commercial here. And let's fill this commercial block in there. Okay. Okay, back to the task at hand. Let me see. Where can I move these? Because we kind of have, I mean, we're getting close again. I dropped a couple more plants in, but these recycling plants, they just don't have the capacity. The processing rate, 24,000 whatever a week. This one's 48,000. And the landfill is 8 million. It's massive. It's just the landfill is such an eyesore. But what I could do, I could just put landfills on the outskirts somewhere. And just have it a permanent feature. I'll put some incinerators close by. When it's fill, I can empty them. Maybe I can alternate them. So all this stuff that's blinking, that you see here is not enough goods to sell. And that's because make sure there's enough industrial area to produce goods for commercial buildings. So this is when I messed up. When I changed all this, it really threw a wrench into our shit. But we're slowly going to try to get that back. So let me see, man. Is this ready to launch? It's ready to launch. Do you guys want to launch the rocket? Let's do it. Let's do the launch. And what you'll see is the whole city is going to go nuts when we do this. Let's do this view. Hold on. Let's turn on... I should just keep these on, I suppose. You ready? Bluebird Heavy 2 is on its way into the stratosphere. Watch the city. Yes. There she goes. Give me that wave of happiness. We may have missed it because I'm in this view. You can also follow the rocket. Yeah, there's a wave of happiness that happens, but because I'm in this view, I don't think we saw it. It cuts all that stuff out. Anyway. She's in space now. She is in space. So what'll happen is they'll just keep doing this. It'll build a new one. There goes the, I don't know what you call that. It's rolling back in, and they'll prepare a new rocket. A rocket, even. Maybe we can catch this when it's coming out. We'll see if we can catch it next time. Nice. Alrighty, what are we doing here? Recycling. I'm thinking about recycling. I'm thinking about a landfill. That's what I'm thinking about. We just have too many, because we have too many of these recycling plants. So, looks like we're making money again. Also, off camera, I've kind of been making a mistake with these metro stations. I've been putting a station in when all I have to do is just put in one of these. I just can put in one of these underground metro stations. I don't actually have to put in the metro station itself. And these things cost a lot, so I fixed that up a little bit. Boy, we have got some issues here. I mean, it's not really issues, but traffic's a little bit heavy. Did I change this? I'm going to make this a stoplight. Because we have a lot of trucks. Trying to get back on the highway. It makes me wonder if I should turn this road. If I should do this road differently. Another thing I could do here to alleviate some of this. I mean, well, there are a lot of things I could do. I think a temporary fix. I'm going to do this. That'll allow trucks to kind of a straighter shot. They'll take this over coming here, I'm pretty sure. That'll alleviate some of the input traffic. The other thing I could do here is I can make an elevated portion here. Do I want to work on this right now? I think I might want to. Also, a lot of this traffic is going this way. If I make a slip lane right there, this might. So trucks that want to get to the interstate can roll through. These other ones can just head up this way. Let me check the junctions here. I don't need a fucking light there, that's for sure. I feel okay with this stuff. I'm going to undo that and that. So, yeah, so this is helping this lane. This will help these people who want to come over here. So my thinking is, if I did an elevated section right here, this could be free-flowing, and this would allow people just to get over onto the interstate. The problem is, people coming in who want to make a left, they wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, they would just come this way and go around. We'll just leave that. It's actually already much cleaner. It's cleared up quite a bit. So, in fact, let me just get rid of that. Yeah, things are moving. Just that little bit of change right there. Things are moving. Okay. We'll leave it. Let's turn this back on, I suppose. All right. We have the smallest demand for some residential. How's traffic looking elsewhere? It's moving. Yeah, we're flowing. We are flowing. I also got the add-on. It's called Automatic Bulldoze or something. When a building goes abandoned, it'll just automatically demolish it. So it's pretty damn useful. It's pretty helpful. Anyway, what are we going to do here? I think what I could do here, since this is an industrial area, I think what I might do is convert some of this stuff to landfill. The capacity is ginormous. Like I said, it's kind of an eyesore. But I could get rid of some of this. Some of these recycling things. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to move these onto this side. We're going to do this. I'm going to move this one over here. Is that an incinerator? It is an incineration plant. I didn't realize... I had incineration plants over here. Okay. Get rid of that. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to throw a couple of landfills in here. I can't quite make that one, but I can turn it that way. Okay, let me pause because I broke the power. And then let's run a road back here and around. It's not perfect, but it works. This will be like a little disgusting block right here. Boy, hold on. I can't live with that. I cannot live with that. This needs to line up like that. And this now can line up perfect. Like that. Okay. Okay. Can I... Yes, we can. Okay. Move this over. Let's take advantage of all of this space now. Recycling center. So I could keep 2 of 27, 7 of 15. I think this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to delete this and this. Since I have committed, myself to the disgusting area right here. We'll use these because now that, what is that, 24 million capacity. When we have to empty this stuff, we'll use these incineration plants to empty them. And what does that do for... Let me unpause. So landfill usage, now it's going to be up here. It's going to be gigantic. Oh, power. Yeah, we do need power. That's why it's not showing up. So run a power line from here to here. I can get rid of this one. Leave that. Okay. So they're going to start sending trucks out. The problem is it's really just going to cover this area down through here. How could I clean this up? I can do better here. I sure can. We also need some more. I'm going to keep filling this in. Let's go over like that. Is that 4? That is 4. Let's keep filling this stuff in. And we may as well do that. And here, what we're going to do is we're going to put offices. We're going to put a small row of offices down here as a little barrier. Is that 5 or... That's 4. Okay, that's good. That's fine. And that should be right on the... Oh. Let's move our district up a little bit here. Move it right on the other side. Like that. That way it implements the policies for the city there. And bring that one down. Okay. Okay, so some of this stuff should start disappearing because we are now manufacturing more goods for our people. I still don't know what to do about this. And this roundabout is kind of pointless now. This was a major problem, and then I took the industrial out, and we don't really need this, so I could just take the roundabout out, but it's actually working, so I'm just going to leave it for right now. But some of this other stuff is just terrible. Some of these roads that I have in here. What I could do is we could make this better, right? We could just group this stuff up a bit better, and we could focus the garbage. What is this? Supermarket. We're gonna have to take the supermarket out. It's too close to the pollution. Do that. Yeah, it's too close to the pollution, and this will clean up this area so these people aren't dying. I'm gonna unzone these office buildings here. What is this? Police helicopter depot and the fire helicopter depot. Seems like a good place for this, honestly. These will go away. And then we're going to do this. We'll just extend this down now. We'll extend this down to just this side. And that'll clean up. And I wish this was a little bit... I wish you could get... What the fuck? I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I wish you could clean that up a little bit better. Take it right to the street, I guess. Okay. Does that work? I think that's fine. And then what we can do... Let's put a road through here. The pollution will clean up. There and there. Why not? Is that an emergency shelter? It is. And this one is fine because it is right next to an industrial. So what I think I have to do here, I think I have to draw an evacuation route. Let's actually, let me see, man. It's a little bit weird to me. So it actually, it starts there. I don't know. This is a little bit weird to me. It seems a little bit backwards. Let's do this. We're just going to cover this neighborhood right here. Yeah, well, what is that? Send out a bus or something? I don't know why. I feel like I'm really thick-headed or something that I can't wrap my head around that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see if that gets used there. All right, that's going to fill in. This feels a little bit better, I guess. This little block of disgusting right here. And let's take a look at our electricity is good to go. Water is not bad. Landfill usage is good to go. Healthcare looks damn good. Let's check our... Could actually use... We have no clinic over here. We do not have a clinic. We need a clinic over here. Let's put a clinic right here. And we've got some crematoriums. I don't know why. This is always weird to me. This is a small area. I've got 2 crematoriums, and yet there's a... Oh, they have access. I was going to say, it's weird that there would be a body being waiting for transport. He only has 2 of 7 hearses. And 0 people are there. I don't know what the hell the deal is there. Here he comes. He just got there. He just needed me to complain about it. All right, what were we looking at? So we have a clinic here. We have a clinic there. These people could use a clinic. Oh, this is dairy. Or not dairy. This is farmland down here. I forgot about this. This is farmland. And we're going to keep filling this in. Yes, we are. Okay. I feel like we could use, let's put a big hospital. Oh, I can't fit it in. Man, that's giant. The hospital is giant. Let's put a little clinic right there for these people. Actually, could use one over here somewhere. Boy. I don't really want to... I'll just do that. I don't mind taking 2 houses out. That feels pretty good. We could use a clinic over here. That looks like an emergency shelter right there. I'm going to put a clinic right there. Okay. Fire coverage looks pretty good. We've got a firehouse over here. Let's put another one right here for these people. Police, we are good to go, it looks like. Yeah, we're pretty well covered there. Education. Haven't checked this in a while. Got plenty of high school. University capacity is fine. We could, we have 3. One of these might be a library. Elementary schools. The elementary schools just do not... They have such a limited range, it seems like. None of these people... They're red because they're not... It means they're not educated. Doesn't necessarily mean they can't get to a school. But we've got them all over the place. Maybe we could use one in here. Let's put an elementary school right there, and then... Also do a high school there, and we may as well do a high school down here. Where did I put it? Put it right there. Put a high school right there. Okay, what are we doing on time? We're only 35 minutes in. All right, let's fill in a little bit more for this little area. We've got some offices. We've got some commercial. Let's keep filling in. Let's keep on keeping on. I'm going to put an office around this because those things are damn loud. That'll fill those people in. It'll take care of those needs. And then we're going to continue with some shopping for the freaks along this road. Maybe right there as well. Absolutely no demand for industry or office right now. Where's our boys at? We have a fire department over here? Yes, we do. They should be on the scene any moment. Here they come. Here comes the local PD. Look at them. They're all over it. That guy ran right into the building. What a legend. Yeah, I think this helped out this area a bit. We got the trucks coming down. They can go wherever they want. And we got a little slipstream here. So this, somebody explain this to me. There's no food here. Everything I read said put your shelters with easy access for your industrial. It doesn't get any more access than that. This is farms. This is forestry. I mean, this just doesn't... I don't understand this. Make sure there's enough industrial area to produce goods. Can somebody explain this to me? Maybe these are bugged out or something. I don't know. Is it taking deliveries at all? And there's none. There's just no food at all there. This guy's a specialist. A specialist. He works here. He's a specialist. What is it? What is his job title? A specialist. I don't know, man. I can't figure this out. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's like, for fuck's sake, I can't get it any better than that. I mean, I can't get it any closer unless I just put it inside. I don't see any deliveries coming. I have seen deliveries in other shelters, but I don't know what's happening here. I don't know. If anybody knows, can help me out with this or can explain it better, let me know in the comments because, like I said, I went around the city. I got rid of basically all of the ones we had in here, or most of them. And I've left the ones near the industrial areas, but it's the same problem. I just don't, I don't understand it. I don't know what I'm missing there. I'm just going to leave it for now, though. Any old do. What is this? Oh, this is the add-on that I have. I've never seen that before. It tells you how many buildings have been automatically bulldozed. Nobody's complaining about garbage. That's good. So it's only 1% full, 2% full, 6% full. So when these things get full, it's nice that they're alternating. This one will probably fill up first. We'll empty it, and they'll basically just take them right across the street, and then we'll be able to use them again. This is the Rocket Supply industrial area over here. This is generic industry. Let's throw down some more. Fill that on in. How we doing here? Look at that. Nice. Alrighty. Well, hopefully this goods thing will, not enough goods. Hopefully this will work itself out slowly. It does take time, and we have expanded the industry, so hopefully it will, it'll work out here fairly soon. This is one of the problems, though, you have when your city starts getting massive like this. To get supplies into your city, you end up having trucks, like these little delivery trucks, all over the damn place. And they're always like these hot dog trucks or the donut vans, which actually kind of, I can't stand them, the way that they look. Anyway, I was going to make a point, and I don't know what the point was. Okay, well, what are we going to do? I feel like I want to let this run, but the problem with letting it run to see if it'll even out between episodes is there could be a natural disaster. Now, I guess the way that I could get around that, I could go here. I could turn this off. This is what I might do. I might let this run for a couple of hours while I'm in the background while I'm working. I might turn this off and let this run to see if this can maybe even itself out a little bit and maybe get some of our demands back up here. Anyway, I think, let's get me off of the screen there with that cool little trick I do. I think we're going to call it right here for now. Yep, that's the shot we wanted. That's exactly the shot we wanted. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm still having fun with this, but I got to say I'm itching to start a new city. I'm itching to build in a new place. So I'm not sure how much further we'll take this Season 1 episode. I'm kind of praying for a meteorite strike to take out the whole city so we can start Season 2, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks very much, everybody, for hanging out. I appreciate it. You guys and gals, take care, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.